the light bulb, the theory of gravity, the chemical structure of benzene. How did all of these discoveries originate? For those of you here who are avid movie fans, how did Mary Shelley wander upon the idea of Frankenstein? For those of you here who are aspiring physicists, how did Richard Feynman come up with the theory of quantum electrodynamics? It surely wasn't all hit and trial. There was a spark somewhere along the path, an idea, a dream, which caved way for a breakthrough contraption. Buying a lottery ticket has an extremely low chance of paying off. Yet, many people do it anyways. In the United States alone, it's estimated that almost half of the population plays the lottery. But what if the odds were made much better than 1 in 176 million? Onerology is the study of why we dream and how we dream. Dreams are experienced by everyone, and everyone has different dreams. In my dreams, I create the most perfect movie plot ever and do quantum physics. I'm not even kidding, this actually happens. It's like I can do things which I potentially couldn't do in reality while I'm dreaming. So if an 11th grader is saying she can dream about quantum physics, then imagine what a PhD holder is dreaming about. He, being equipped with so much of exposure and knowledge in reality, would be dreaming about astonishing things, new inventions, theories, and answers which could potentially take the world to a totally different dimension. Just imagine if the power of these dreams could be exploited. What could dreams potentially be converted into? Could they become reality? These questions open up a number of unimaginable possibilities. Intriguing, isn't it? If this power is tapped into, people could work at their optimum level. Economies would boom, producing on their production possibility curve. Creativity and innovation would be limitless, and the world would be a much more advanced place. There was the Stone Age, then the Industrial Age, and now is the digital age. If the power of dreams could be converted to something which could practically be applied, which age would be next? Just imagine, Joe Bloggs, the average SAT taker from the Princeton Review, could be turned into Albert Einstein. Now envision an electric circuit. Let's use this circuit as an extended metaphor for the knowledge that we possess. Now you have access to two different types of batteries, a small one and a big one. The small battery will complete the circuit, but it can only power up a tiny light bulb. Similarly, we have the option to use the knowledge that we gain through reality, utilize those skills which we possess, but which are limited because of our own lack of insight or imagination. On the other hand, the big battery can power up an entire city. However, the risk here is that it's incompatible. It can't complete the circuit. Similarly, the big battery option in humans is to use the knowledge that we gain through our dreams, where the skills we possess in reality are coupled with the skills we gain in our dreams, giving us access to a whole new array of skills. So which battery do we choose? In the present day scenario, 99% of us go for the first battery. 99% of us use the knowledge that we gain through reality. But because of this, we can only power up a tiny light bulb and not an entire city. But what about that remaining 1% of the population? Which battery do they go for? Will they go for the second one? But how do they make that big battery compatible? How do they tap into the knowledge that they gain through their dreams? Is it even possible? Well, in fact, it is. And can anyone guess who this 1% might comprise of? Well, to name a few, there was Aristotle, there was the great Apple master Isaac Newton, even the inventor Thomas Edison, and even that chap who proved that E equals mc squared. That's right, even Albert Einstein chose to use the insight he gained through his dreams. In fact, Einstein revealed that he required many short naps during the day to make his creativity soar. Seems like a very preposterous idea, doesn't it? He'd sit back in his favorite armchair holding an object in his hand and would slowly drift off to sleep. Einstein placed a plate below the object so that when the object fell, it would create a noise which would instantly wake him up. Einstein assured that these micronaps worked their magic and that they flooded his mind with images which were relevant to his research. Salvador Dali, a renowned painter who used his absurd imagination to paint pictures no one could ever dream of creating, as you can see here, also used a technique similar to Einstein's. Even the inventor Thomas Edison claimed that while dreaming, his mind observed things from new angles. It's also believed by some people that Edison discovered the concept of the light bulb in his dreams as well. Multifaceted chemist Dmitri Mendeleev worked day in and out to find out how to arrange the chemical elements of the present modern periodic table. One morning after waking up, he found the solution, and he later wrote, "In a dream, I saw a table where all the elements fell into place as required. Awakening, I immediately wrote it down on a piece of paper." So what's happening here? How are all of these proficient dignitaries suddenly finding out solutions once they wake up? Interestingly enough, science has it that we create the most record-breaking ideas in a certain phase of our sleep. This phase is called hypnagogia, or the rapid eye movement stage. Hypnagogia is the transitional state of consciousness between wakefulness, which is stage 1 of the sleep cycle, and sleep, which starts at stage 2 of the sleep cycle. The ideas we gain during hypnagogia are much more complex than anything we could grasp in a wakeful state. They transform existing objects into something we've physically never experienced before, something completely new. But since we can't recall these ideas or dreams after waking up, because we continue on into stage 2 of the sleep cycle, these ideas and dreams can't be utilized. However, if we are woken up during hypnagogia, it is very likely that these ideas and dreams will be recalled. And this is exactly what Mary Shelley, Albert Einstein, Richard Feynman, Thomas Edison, Salvador Dali, and Dmitri Mendeleev did. They ensured that this process of vital recollection occurred. So I've shown you that the hypnagogia state is enlightening. I've also told you that some of the most influential figures of the time have exploited this power of hypnagogia and changed the face of the world. The world is only at its present state of immense evolution because of these polymaths. However, the method in which they applied their dreams is quite unreliable. It relies on luck and chance. It's very easy to continue on into stage 2 of the sleep cycle and to forget to awaken yourself while in hypnagogia. In fact, even I tried Einstein's experiment by holding a metal spoon in my hand. However, when the spoon fell to the ground, it was too faint of a noise to wake me up, so I continued on into stage 2 of the sleep cycle. About an hour later, my mother woke me up and told me the spoon had fallen a long time ago. My mind had become foggy, and all I wanted to do was go back to sleep. The outcome of the experiment was that I was grumpier and probably even dumber than before instead of becoming smarter. So you see, these transitional states are a little bit beyond our rational control, but we can create a climate for them. We need to look for a more practical procedure which can reduce the odds of dozing off into stage 2. So it's up to you. Today, I leave you with the idea that you can be the one to come up with something to reduce these odds. Let's allow the lottery risk takers of America to have a better go at their money. Let's improve their odds of being able to dream. Here's a tip to start off with. You can try awakening yourself while in hypnagogia, just like Einstein and Dali did. And maybe, just maybe, you'll find the answer to the exploitation of the power of dreams. How enthralling. It's like utilizing a tool to find out how to exploit that tool. And in this case, the tool, of course, is the powerful ideas we get insight into during hypnagogia. It's crazy. This whole world really is an extensive, boundaryless environment waiting to be utilized optimally. And it's up to us to take this to our advantage. It's now time to expand our horizons. Let us explore, let us dream, and let us discover. So I invite you on this expedition with me to be daring and to dream away, my friends. So do you dare to dream? Thank you.